Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a trying new makeup. You can see in the thumbnail what all products that I'll be testing out, or check out the description box to see everything linked. But we have some great things that I have been dying to put on my face in a video. Full face, going to show you from beginning to end what we're doing. I know a lot of you wanted to see the eye look I had in my Charlotte Tilbury blushes video. So I'm going to show you that here because we did have a new eyeshadow in that video, plus a ton of other complexion products that I cannot wait to test out on camera. It's going to be a fairly pink look just based on the products I have. New One Size blush. I finally got the Cherry Blossom powder from Huda Beauty. We're going to start off with the eyes, and I just threw basic transition colors in the crease. This was all about the lid shade. So I'm going to just take my Fenty Beauty palette and use some of these warm tones to create some depth. I'm gonna start off with this shade in the crease. It's nice and warm. I'm gonna mix that in with this shade too. Getting some basic definition. Just keep blending and building up till you get your desired depth. And then I'm just taking the exact same brush and going in with a deeper shade. And I just throw this in the outer corner. Super easy and simple. I will go back with this shade if I feel like I lose some of the depth after I put on my lid shade, but this is as easy as it was. Very, very simple look. Obviously, the star of the show is the lid shade. Charlotte Tilbury came out with these two new colors for her Pillow Talk Hypnotizing Pop Shots. And these are just single eyeshadows. She has a purple and this really pink with beautiful glitter to it. This is what the purple looks like. This is what the pink does. Ultraviolet and Pillow Talk Diamonds. It definitely has the diamond quality to it, and this is what I used on my eyes for that look. But this purple one, just let me swatch it. It is really pretty too. This one's metallic, creamy, and just has a beautiful shine to it. You can see. Kind of wanted to mix the two, but I'm recreating the look you guys wanted to see. Taking Pillow Talk Diamonds just on my finger. Press this on the lid. It just goes on so beautifully. Really, really gorgeous color. Just gonna build it up a little bit more for you guys. I love how smooth this is and how it catches the light. It's a really well done formula with glitter in it. I think it sticks really nicely too. I love the formula of these pop shots, but they're so pricey. Oh, it's just too pricey, you know? But the packaging, the formulation, everything is beautiful. I think if you like the color, you'd be happy. It's just paying that kind of price tag for them. It is very, very pricey. Taking this beautiful reddish brown, I'm going to use that as a liner. I think it complements the pink and the warm tones. I really love warmth with pink. I know cool can go really well with pink as well. We're just going to do a shadow liner. This is the best tiny angle brush that I own. It's the BK Beauty 208. It's a must-have if you're shopping at BK Beauty. I love their detail brushes. Just a very complimentary color. You can control how smoky, how thick. Just a really nice way to do liner. I love a good shadow liner. I'm just gonna quickly throw on some mascara, and we have some new lashes to test out that I'm so excited for. I actually polled you guys on Instagram to see which style you wanted me to choose. These are the new lashes from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup. It is a gorgeous collab of 4 sets of lashes. We have a half lash in Martini, then we have Vegas, which is the most dramatic, followed by Stiletto and Day Club. Day Club is the one that you guys chose, and I'm actually so excited that the majority chose this one because this is the one I wanted to wear, because when I looked at these initially, they remind me a lot of my favorite lashes currently, which are the Ardell Naked Lashes in style 422. Extremely similar to these ones, so this is the exact style of lash that I love to wear, so I'm very excited you guys picked these for me. Just letting my glue dry. These are such a beautiful lash, exactly my style of lash currently. Very thin band, super wispy. These are really flattering, a beautiful style. I just cut off one small section on the end just to fit my eyes, but I probably could have wore the whole strip without cutting them, but I still just like to cut off a bit. So those are what the Day Club lashes look like from the Risa Does Makeup and BK Beauty collab. They are absolutely stunning, so congratulations Risa on your collab with BK Beauty. Then for complexion, I have a couple new products to test out. I purchased the MAC Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm, just the mini size from Sephora. This was so pricey. I think this is supposed to be similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I have yet to try it. So I was gonna try it on camera for you guys, but definitely the consistency looks like Magic Cream. You can't tell because it's white, but it has that really thick looking consistency. slightly thinner upon touch. So I'm just going to apply this to the face. This is supposed to be an excellent primer. Ooh, this is super silky. Yeah, it feels nothing like magic cream. It has a great slip to it. Silk, exactly how I would describe this. Wow, this feels amazing. Just by texture of this, I actually wish I got the full size. It does have a slight fragrance to it. It just smells like clean skincare product, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of fragrance, unfortunately. Quite sticky. See that tack there? Wow. This will be great as a primer, I think. And a little went a very long way. So even though this was really pricey for this size, I think a little will go a long way. So I'm kind of happy that I picked that up. I wasn't sure because of the price, but definitely happy. And then I got a small sample of this, and I figured, you know what, let's try this just in my T-zone. It's from Danessa Myricks. It is the Blurring Balm Powder in Universal. I asked Steph how she uses this, and she said she likes to use it as a primer, but you can use this on top of your foundation just to smooth everything out. So I'm just going to use this on my finger and just smooth it over my porous areas just to mattify and hopefully blur out my pores. Consistency feels really nice of this too. Nice and thin. Definitely feels like a blurring product. I've used products that seem to blur it a little bit more upon initial application, but it is nice and smooth. So we'll see how foundation goes on top of this. I wanted to use a foundation that I'm very familiar with, and I wanted to show you one of my favorite combos right now with foundation and powder, which works out perfectly for the new Huda Beauty powder that I picked up. I'm going to be putting on the Makeup by Mario foundation. This is one of the newer foundations I have and one of my favorite combos with the Huda Beauty powder. So we're going to quickly apply this to the skin with a 109 brush from BK Beauty, and this is the shade 12O. And we are going to be matching my body, as it does have a little bit more color than my face. Sounds like spring, but it's winter. I've been doing cream contour or bronze first. I have two new products here. One's more warm, one's more cool. So I was gonna play around with both to see what I kind of like for the face. We can always cover over with some foundation depending on the color. But I do have the new contour products from Milk Makeup. I have the shade Stoked, which said it would be a good color for me. I got that in PR. And then this I picked up from the Tarte website. It is their Sculpt Tape. And this is a contour product, looks similar to Charlotte Tilbury. Let's state the obvious. It has 12 milliliters of product, I believe, which is, I think, the same as Charlotte Tilbury. People are saying there's more. Made in Italy also. And this is the shade Warm Bronze. Has the same packaging as the Charlotte Tilbury, that twist and lock packaging. Love the color of this, so that's why I picked it up. They do have cooler tone ones, but I do prefer a more warm bronze tour situation. So I'm going to apply directly on this side and see how it blends, and then I might pick up from my hand. I heard this is a sheer product. It's blending out quite nicely into the skin. I actually think this color is perfect for me. It is warm, but I feel like it does a good job at sculpting my face. I'm glad I didn't go with the cooler tone one. Let's get this all up in that hairline. Really easy to blend out. Has luminosity to it. I'm not sure how this would work on top of a more matte foundation. I feel like this one, the consistency are really nice together for the Makeup by Mario. And I definitely couldn't put this over top of powder just because it is so emollient and blendable. Liquidy, I guess. Very, very liquidy. For me, the Charlotte Tilbury contour one doesn't work for me for the color. It has this grayish red cast on my skin, almost purple sometimes on my skin it pulls. This one is quite flattering. I used a lot of product. I don't think I would need to use as much as I did. So I do really like the color. Happy I went with Warm Bronze. So far so good with this. I am going to add a little bit of the color Stoked from Milk, which is that traditional gray, really cool tone contour, which I'm just going to put on the very back portion of my cheeks just to see how it looks. Here is what the shade looks like. See if we get a little bit more definition back here. You can see that's quite cool. And that definitely chiseled out my cheekbone really nicely. Remember, we will be setting the face with powder, so I'm just going a little bit heavier. Kind of like those two together, actually. Really nice formula as well. Easy to work into the skin. Good pigment. Way more pigment than the Charlotte Tilbury on these. I'm really happy they have these little ones. I think they changed the size because I definitely could not use up one of those big ones in time before it expires. Now I'm going to do my concealer, and I have a new shade I've been using in Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light medium beige. So I'm going to put a little bit underneath the eye to highlight and then blend that out. I do look quite contrasting right now, but it's because I haven't set everything. It will all come together. And remember, we're making this quite pink. So I'm going in with one of my favorite new products, and I think this might be sold out, which is so surprising to me, but not, because when I saw this color, it was just an instant add to cart. This is new from One Size, and it's one of their Cheek Clapper blush trios. You already know how much I am in love with this formula. It's one of the best on the market in terms of cream and the versatility, because just look inside. We have the cream product, we have a matte powder, and then a shimmer. I'm gonna go ahead and use these two today, starting with the cream. This shade is called Attention Seeker, which, I mean, look at this blush. It is so stunning. I've used it already. I love the color, and obviously it's the same formula that I've come to expect and love from One Size. So I'm gonna start off with the cream, which is in Thirsty, and this is really pink. Just wait. And I'm doing that pink under eye with the Cherry Blossom. So you'll see that this all blends in, and we're going for a very pink look. I know this is personal preference. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. This is a trying new makeup, so we're gonna try some new techniques in here too. You never know until you try, right? And it's just makeup, you can wash it off. So if you don't like it, maybe I won't like it. So what's great about this formula is it can go on top of a fully set powdered face, and it works really nicely, blends in. However, we're starting with the base. See how pink we are? Now for my favorite combination with this foundation is the Huda Beauty powder. And I usually use Pound Cake over my face, but because I'm gonna be going in with Cherry Blossom underneath my eye, I'm just gonna set my face with Cupcake. I don't have a pink undertone, but for this look, this is just what we're doing today. So I'm gonna take the shade Cupcake first, and I'm just gonna do a light set all over the face, and then we're gonna go fully in underneath the eyes with the shade Cherry Blossom. And you can see the tonal difference here. I'm gonna show you both right now, just how pink Cherry Blossom is compared to Cupcake. So going in with the shade Cupcake first on a puff, I'm just kind of tapping it off, and we're gonna do a light set over the face. We're looking super smooth, a nice light set. I find with the powder, I do need to go in with a setting spray just to bring the life back in, because we are mattifying everything. But now I'm gonna go in with the shade Cherry Blossom, which is so pink. We're gonna put that underneath my eyes, and then we're gonna blend that blush into the under eye. Then taking the beautiful shade Yes Sir from the One Size palette, we're going to buff this underneath the eye on the cheekbone, not all the way under the eye, but just to blend in that pink powder with the pink blush and just give it a very pink look to the skin, eye, cheek, just everywhere. What am I saying? We're making it pink. I like to start at the back portion first, and then whatever excess I'll bring in and kind of dust off that bake. I know this isn't going to be to everyone's taste, but this is a trying new makeup, and this is what we're here for. We're going to try out the trends. We're going to try out these new products, see what we like, and I'm going to talk more about this at the end, because we definitely need to bring some life back to the skin, and I'm going to use a powder bronzer. I'm just going to take Private Island from the Fenty palette and just lightly bronze up the skin, add some life back to my nose, because that's the thing that's getting lost the most for me. I like how this is looking, it's just the nose, I don't want it to be so light in the middle of my face. Taking a little bit of shadow from the Fenty palette, I'm gonna run that under my lash line and then add on a little bit of Lower Lash Mascara. I didn't have this in my Charlotte Tilbury blush video for the eyes, but I do want to test out this shimmer in this palette, so I'm just gonna pop it in the inner corner. This might be a little too dark for that area, but I want to try anyways. That is such a pretty color. Different. It's like neon pink in the inner corner. I definitely would want to lighten this up, but fun to try. Then for lips, I have a new combo to try. I got a new color in the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liners, which I love this formula. I saw this one on TikTok from Alex Earl. It's the shade Love Trap, and I kept seeing her use it, and I wanted the color. And when I first checked on Sephora, it wasn't there, but then a subscriber told me then it was on Sephora Canada, so I went back to check, and it was there after that. So I don't know why it wasn't there when I checked. But I'm using Love Trap Today it's a peachy brown. I love the color. And then for my lip color, I have this from Stila. They sent a package and I've never tried any of their lip products before. Actually, I have. They're liquid lips, not lipsticks like this. So this is the Stila Stay All Day Matte Lip Color in Kiss Ass. I didn't even read what the name is. Okay, Kiss Ass. It's also a peachy beige tone, I think. Oh yeah, very warm, very peachy. Just gonna do a little bit of that. Very pigmented, so I just put a little bit in the inner part of my lip and blend it in. Those two together look so nice. I know this is a pink look and probably would look really cool with a pink lip too, but I do like the peach and pink. I think the warmness of this kind of matches the crease and not overdoing it because the blush is already very pink. I like how it's working out. Could go pink too if I wanted more pink, but I really like this. Last product for the lips, I ended up picking up the Refi lip gloss. I was gonna pick this up initially. I kept seeing people use it, and every time I saw a really glossy lip, it was this, and I really wanted to try it. So it has a nice metal tip applicator. This is super glossy. I love how this makes the lips look. Super, super juicy gloss. And then I was looking in my collection and I have this Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist, which I don't think I've used this on my channel for trying new makeup. So I thought, you know what? Let's try out a new skin mist. Let's hope this works and doesn't fully wreck my makeup. Ooh, nice and fine. It's so fine. I feel like I could use up the whole thing in one sitting. I'm just gonna let myself dry down. I'm gonna go off camera, do my hair, get dressed, come back, and we're gonna finish talking about the products that we used in this video. I am back, I am dressed, you just can't see it. We're all sparkly today. I'm gonna go over my products, but I wanted to ask you guys first. I had a little toolbox up in this video to show you all the brushes and their names while I was applying makeup. Just popped up to let you know those details. Let me know if you like that for future videos, if you find it helpful, because I'm going to try and link everything down below, all my tools, and I find it easier when you can actually see what the brush looks like with the name as opposed to me just listing the brushes. So let me know how you like my toolbox. We have some really great products to go over today. Some brand new products, some new products with just different colors that I've tried out, which we'll talk about it all. So starting off with my eyes, absolutely love the Charlotte Tilbury Pop Shots. This is such a pretty color. I'm so glad you guys asked me to recreate that look. I know it's super simple, but I just love how this looks like on the eyes. Combined with warm tones, I just love that sort of look. I just think the color combo is really, really pretty, and you can't go wrong with this pink diamond shade. Pricey, I know, but it is really beautiful. So I do love the formula. We have a very pink cast to the face, and I do love the cherry blossom powder. Is this something that I'm going to do every day? No, this isn't an everyday look for me, but I feel like for just an occasion where I want to have this really bright, light pink cast, it is more wearable. Once I set with spray, I felt like it was looking a little corpse-like before I did that. But I do love the tones. I think it's really pretty. And if you've been waiting to try the cherry blossom powder and it's in stock in Canada, definitely pick it up and give it a try if you like this look, because I do like it. It's just not an everyday product for me. This blush and attention seeker, it's a need. This is probably, I think, my favorite thing from here is this blush. It was a no-brainer when I saw this pop up on Sephora. Steph, of course, she's like, have you seen this blush? And I'm like, nope, buying. So thank you, Steph, for letting me know about the blush. I love it. I even love this shimmer. I think it's gonna look good on the eyelid. I do have it in the inner corner, and it's pretty deep for an inner corner, but I think it looks neon and really pretty. I love how the look turned out. The formulas are great for this. If you've never tried these trios, they are a must. My favorite blush of all time is called Very That. It doesn't look like much online, but on my complexion, it is the prettiest everyday tone. It's my perfect bridal blush. But if you love bright, bright pink cheeks, you're gonna absolutely love this. My favorite. The BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup False Lash collab. This style specifically is me. Day Club is totally me. This is my definition of a perfect lash. It is a nice thin band. You could wear this with natural makeup, more intense makeup. It's just a very easy throw on and go lash. I do not feel these at all on the eyes. So lightweight, so easy to apply. I love a thin band. I love a wispy lash. Need I say more? I love these lashes and I cannot wait to try the other styles. I think my skin is looking pretty smooth. I need to test these next two products separately just to see what one I really like the most, because paired together, I mean, we're looking pretty good. So we have the MAC Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. I love the consistency of this. This feels like silk, truly like silk, and I can't wait to see how long my makeup lasts today because it felt beautiful on the skin. This is something that I would repurchase just due to the consistency and texture. I think it's going to be a great under makeup base, and I'm so happy I didn't buy my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Skin Base yet because I just recently ran out of that if you checked out my empties, because now I have this to use and I might like it even more. It is so good. And then we have this Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm Powder, which is really interesting. I'm curious to test it out over top of a fully done face like this, as well as continue to test it out underneath my foundation just to see how blurring this truly is. I've tried a bunch of blurring products lately and I'm really curious to see what the best one, because they all seem to be working out really nicely for me. This one is nice and thin. I love the compact of it, easy to use, and this was a deluxe sample I didn't even need to purchase. So what a fantastic little size. So happy I got that. The new Tarte Sculpt Tape. This is really pretty too. I know I've heard mixed things about this, but I feel like it really goes down to the color for me because I don't like the Charlotte Tilbury and it's due to the color. This I find to be quite comparable, probably even thinner, easier to blend for me at least, and the color is just perfect. In warm bronze, love it. Mixed with a little bit of the Milk Makeup new contour stick in Stoked. These sculpt sticks are so pretty, and normally I don't go too gray tone, but I feel like with the pink and then the warm tones, like just blending it all in just is working for this look. So I can't wait to play around with that a little bit more. The Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist, really set my makeup nicely too. Like so good today. Extremely fine. Let me know if you've tried this. Do you use it strictly as skincare? Do you use it to set your makeup? I would love to know your thoughts on this because honestly, the sprayer on this alone is just so good, and I want to try and put some other setting sprays in here just for the mister because it is so nice, but I would actually consider purchasing this again. I like this more than the dewy one that was really thick. Do you remember that one? I like how this actually melted my makeup on better than that one. That one was super dewy, left a little bit of an oily kind of texture. This, I don't feel like there's any sort of residue. I just look smooth, which is what I wanted. Lastly is my lip combo. I love the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. This is a really pretty color in Love Trap. Never tried it before, but I love a peachy brown, and I'm really liking this. If you want a very warm peachy lipstick that is matte, the Stila one is really beautiful on. I don't typically gravitate to colors like this, but for whatever reason, I'm loving the combo, and I'm definitely going to continue to use this more. On its own, I think it looked really pretty too, even before the gloss. I kind of didn't even want to apply the gloss, but I've been actually really loving this gloss too. And I know some people don't like this, some people do. I wouldn't use this as a treatment gloss for me. This is strictly just if I want shine to my lips. Like a super juicy looking lip is what I would use this for, not a treatment. I love the applicator. I love that it's a metal tip. I love that I can blend it out with the back of this without getting any sort of my lip color inside the packaging. So I love the component of it. I love the simplicity of Refi, and I love the formula. So those are everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this trying new makeup for today. I know we didn't have as much as usual, I feel like, but a lot of great products in this video. I think the look turned out super pretty, very different for me. Some moments I feel like it looks very pink, and others I feel like it's more subtle, and I just am in love with the look. So thank you guys so much for requesting the eye, and I hope you enjoyed where I took the look for this video, making it more pink and testing out all those really pretty pink products that are on the market currently to create this look. So that is all. If you have not subscribed already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.